All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, yellow lady, yellow lady. 53, off the screen.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready, you ready? 53, Mike. Squish, double.
From the gun, it's Breeze. It's complete to Golden Tate. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Let's go.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Wood. Watch the screen.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
And the Giants.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A gain of 16 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
To throw, it's Breeze. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves.
Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Wait, set. 380. 72. You gonna see me in your nightmare. 31's the mic. Come on. Cover.
Shotgun now for Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Check tight. Alert.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Marcus Golden in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. Regular.
To throw, it's Brady. Wide open receiver complete. The 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for New England. 44 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now Brady, and it fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Tight end's right. Hey.
After the sack on 1st down, Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Golden, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hey, I-7. Here we go. Check it, reload.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
New York set to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Let's go, team. Hey, box truck. It's going to be a long day. Check. 53 Mike. Check.
Now Breeze. He's got the rookie, Darius Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now, Breeze again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass. Interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Check 53.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This Pats-Giants bout is part of the NFL 100 series. These two teams have met in a pair of Super Bowls, Super Bowl 42 and 46. Eli and the Giants winning both over Tom Brady and company. Now, the first of those 2 wins, of course, prevented the Pats from becoming the 2nd undefeated team in NFL history. That was the famous or infamous, depending who you were cheering for, helmet catch by David Tyree. And now they meet in Week 6 of the 2019 campaign. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Brady will try again on second down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9.
Watch 52. 52's the mic. All day.
Brady to throw again. Buying time to his left. And caught by Thomas. Touchdown, New England. Demaryius Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it makes the score 21-10. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
We go 21.
Breeze now to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing now is Breeze. Going right side, he finds Slayton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Wayne Gallman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's going to air it out, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for New England, and even 40 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Everyone's got four down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
31's the mic. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 31's the mic.
Throwing again on second down. Brady looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Ready.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Undercut. 21. Five.
From the 45 on second down, Breeze. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check your hot read. Kill. Hey, easy. Check your call. 53 is the mic. 53. Bring it. Hey, wahoo. 53.
Now Breeze. Open man right side is Ingram. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Not today. 31's the... Hey, Delta. Pick up the ball. Let me do.
To throw again. Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Marcus Golden make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
New York set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Breeze now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go one more. You're good. High 4, ready. Hey, orbit. Mike's 50. Tonight.
Breeze now. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Looking deep down into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Single.
The final shot before half for Brady. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10 at their own 21.
Hey, alert 3.
To throw is Brady. And there's the first NFL catch for N'Keal Harry. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
John 80. Watch the screen. 31's the mic. Let's go on. No, 66. Hey, Charlie. Shadow.
On second and 11 now. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A first down carry for Barkley. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second and 7, Breeze. This one to Slayton over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a night.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, 95 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on second down. Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Patriots 17. Albert Rosas set to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him as he pulls it in. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
95, 56.
The toss out to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long.
11. Hey, easy. Motion. Mike 50. Hey, Alpha.
Shotgun now for Breeze. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Brady. Dancing to his left. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
72. Hey, Haywood. 31's the mic. Let's go. 31's the mic. Crunch time, defense. 31's the mic. Hey. QB draw. Watch QB draw. 31's the mic. Go Bandit. Hey. High 7. Check it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle.
Patriots 24.
Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. Brady now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Roses to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Move. 4 down, 4 down. Hey, 66.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Watson has it right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Brady now on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's caught. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
72. 52, Mike 52. Watch twist. Hey, seam 6.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? You ready? Check 53, Mike. There's a part in there.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
36. Hey, echo. Mike 5-9. Check. 59 mark. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's put him on the buses. That's quick. Mike, check. 59.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Hey, watch 12. Alert! Hey, zoom. Check pass. 31's the mic. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He's going to fire one deep left. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well. And end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. From the gun, Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? We're waiting. Mike. Kill. Field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Barkley, toss play left. Gets around it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space. And
a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Let's go.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. 5 yards on the touchdown run, and the Giants add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, Jack. Alpha. What tight end? 4 down. Hey, 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 46-yard line.
Ready? We're waiting. I'm coming.
Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the